Hey. Welcome to the It's Culture Podcast. My name is Mark, and I'm the host of the It's Culture Podcast. If you could do me a good favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can get the updates when I go and post videos. And I promise to continue to provide you with great content. Thank you for tuning into this video. We got a couple of topics to talk about tonight. And a lot of things are going on in the world right now. A lot of things are going on here in the United States, and a lot of things are going on inside the Black community as well. And today we're going to talk about those things. So, two things that I want to get into tonight, right off the rip. I reported about this a couple of months ago. I was discussing the mayor, super mayor, city girl mayor, whatever you want to call her, uh, Dolton Township, which is a suburb outside of Chicago. The mayor there, Tiffany Henyard. We got some news about her, and what she has going on, and we're gonna get into this apology that Sean Diddy Combs put out. We're gonna discuss that tonight, and then we're gonna end the show discussing some things that are going on across the world, and some things that's going on inside the era of sports, as well as what's going on in hip hop. So, as I was saying, Mayor Tiffany Henyard has found herself in a whole situation right now. And if you haven't been following this story, let me bring you up to speed of what's going on. So, there's this mayor. She's the youngest Black mayor. Well, she's the first and the youngest Black mayor of this township, which is called Dolton. She's also the head of the Thornton Township. She's a supervisor for Thornton Township, which is another suburb of Chicago. So she has two jobs. She's a mayor in one township and she's a supervisor in the other. And she's running both of them into the ground. Now, I've discussed this in the past. Some of the things that she's been up to, some things that she's been accused of. She's been accused of embezzling money. She's been accused of starting a charity in her name and acting like the charity is not hers and she don't know where the money went. She's been accused of using the funds of the taxpayers to fund her lifestyle. She's been accused of running up the tab on the police for her personal security. She's been accused of withholding business owners' licenses and relicensing because they won't support her in her bid to run for re-election. She's been accused of covering up sexual acts of abuse, and then retaliating against the employee who had that issue. A long laundry list of things that she has been accused of. And she's done her little tours. She was on Roland Martin's show. She went on there and lied to Roland right to his face. He didn't challenge her one single time when she was talking to him. She basically lied and said everything that people said about it wasn't true. Well, as I said earlier, she's found herself in a situation. So we're going to watch this video from the news up there in her area, and then we're going to discuss another side.
WGN investigates as learned a grand jury will hear testimony on Monday as part of an ongoing investigation into Tiffany Henyard's leadership in the South Suburbs.
She's the mayor of Dolton and supervisor of Thornton Township. Investigative reporter Ben Bradley has been detailing her questionable spending for many months, and he has an update.
It's rare for us to be able to give you a front row seat into an active FBI investigation, but recently obtained subpoenas show that's exactly what we've been doing. Those subpoenas reveal agents are investigating many of the same concerns over corruption and cronyism that we've been detailing in our reporting. This is what passes for public debate in Dolton. It's the result of months of frustration over Mayor Tiffany Henyard's leadership.
This administration is shameful. Y'all are a disgrace.
We're watching the fall of this administration.
Yeah,
WGN Investigates has obtained or reviewed subpoenas the FBI served to Thornton Township and Dolton. They serve as a roadmap to the ongoing federal investigation. They seek payment and expense records for Tiffany Henyard, as well as her boyfriend, who runs a violence prevention program for the township. Also named, Henyard's top aide, Dolton's acting police chief, along with 4 village and township trustees, and 2 of Henyard's relatives who are on the government payroll.
They'll turn up more and more information. They'll turn up more leads. They may turn up more witnesses. They may find a cooperator. They may find an informant, all which will benefit the investigation tremendously.
But based on what we know now, if you're Tiffany Henyard, how are you feeling?
I would be nervous.
but there's no foundation in the state of Illinois moving like we moving and shaking, moving like we doing right things. That's right.
The FBI also demanding records from the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation after we reported at least $10,000 in taxpayer money went to it. And the group used government workers and resources for the charity's walk to Springfield. After we reported earlier this year the charity had failed to file required financial records, Henyard claimed she had nothing to do with her namesake organization.
All I can tell you is that I'm not the one on anything. That's the only thing I can tell you right now. So I'm just trying to answer to the.
So you're saying there's a foundation that's not registered, but it has nothing to do with you?
Correct. That's true.
Okay.
That's
So
true.
you're not aware of any of the work that they've done, money that they've raised, anything along those lines?
Correct.
The FBI also demanding records related to Henyard's travel. WGN Investigates has reported she and her team frequently travel first class and have stayed at high-end hotels. The cost in the past year, more than $102,000. The FBI wants the receipts and to know the purpose.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
Well, there you have it. Any other questions? Any other questions? This is why I don't like voting for someone simply because they share melanin, that I share melanin with them. This is why I don't believe in the concept of Crayola politics. Because then you get black people who get into office and they become the people that we wanted out of office in the first place. You all seen the video. Y'all just watch what I watched. Absolute unregard for the law. Lying to the media, not answering questions, lying to Roland Martin. Lavish spending on this township. And this is a small community. They don't have a lot of money. It's predominantly black. And here she is, supposed to be out here trying to bring resources to the town, trying to make sure that the black people who live in this little township are safe, have quality education, schools, money coming in, jobs maybe. None of that stuff is getting done. None of that is getting done. What is getting done is that she is bankrupting her own government and using taxpayer dollars to fund a lifestyle that she cannot afford on her own. And she has been able to do this, and many others, because she's one of many mayors in this country right now that is doing this. And our people, black people, continue to vote for said black person, only to be harmed by said black person over and over and over again. At what point do we say enough is enough? Enough. You all saw the video of the town hall meeting. Residents pissed, saying that the administration, the city council, everybody, it's a sham. It's a crap show. It's a circus. Then they're arguing. The mayor is arguing with city council members. City council members are arguing with the mayor. Nothing's getting done. No bills are being passed. No little proposals are being submitted. The residents of Dolton are getting screwed. They're getting screwed. The residents of Thornton Township getting screwed. And it's one woman who's at the center of all of it. And because she's black, some people feel she should get a pass. Because she's the first black woman, the first black mayor, the youngest mayor. Who gives a damn? Who cares? You're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing for the people who put you there to make you the first black, the youngest, the black woman mayor. You out here getting your hair done, nails done, looking good, all on the taxpayer dime. It's ridiculous. And we continue to allow this to happen. Now, the residents have tried to get rid of her. They tried to recall her. She vetoed that, went to court, sued, won. Somehow, the will of the people don't matter. And that's what we got to realize. These people are not in office to do what they say they're going to do for the people who put them there. They're in there to enrich themselves and utilize all the resources in your tax dollars to fund their lifestyles for a minute. So they can showcase and fly first class, go to Vegas, blow through your cash, lie about credit cards, and get you to pay for the stuff. This is why I advocate for everybody, every citizen to get involved in the politics of your local community. Because I'm pretty sure you start peeling back the onions, you're going to find you may have a Tiffany Henyard running your city too under federal investigation. But the news, these big news companies, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, all they want to talk about is what the hell going on in Donald Trump's little hush money payment trial in New York City. And we got politicians out here stealing money from taxpayers, and we don't hear a peep from none of those three networks. The politics you vote for is the politics you get. And Dolton Township needs a new mayor. Now, they have come out, the city council, they did vote in the mayor pro tem to do some things. Now, he can't circumvent the Constitution because she is still the mayor. So they can't circumvent the Constitution of the township. But he can do some things to sign some contracts, pay some bills, so at least the government can function. He does have that power. But that's the only power that he has. So I'm gonna keep reporting on this. If anybody from Dolton Township finds my video and you got some things that you want to relay to me so I can put it out, please do. I'll make sure to my email address is in the description, and you all can email me and let me know what's going on there, because I'm curious to find out what's going on in your township, and you know, bringing some awareness to it, you know, and hopefully help you guys out, because this is some crazy mess right here. On Friday, I reported, and I'll leave the link to the description if you didn't watch the video. But I reported on what pretty much everybody else is talking about, which was Sean Diddy Combs. CNN obtained a video that showed Sean Diddy Combs physically assaulting Cassie Ventura, his longtime girlfriend at the time, in March of 2016. They got the video, they put it out, and it's absolutely egregious. And everybody's in an uproar, right? People have called him out. A lot of people are speaking out about it because they've seen the video. So this kind of prompted Diddy to go to Instagram, and he posted this video. So we're gonna watch the video, his apology, and then we're gonna discuss it on the other side.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
All righty. So he's not asking for forgiveness because he's truly sorry. And here's my take on this. Diddy ain't sorry at all. This was the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen as an apology for anything. Number one, he didn't apologize for anything. He didn't apologize to the person that he harmed. He didn't mention her by name one single time. Start talking about going to therapy, going to rehab. When I was sorry then, you know, I was mad, sorry then, I was fucked up. I was fucked up. I was in a low place. Bullshit. You know how you know it's bullshit? Because this happened in 2016. That was 8 years ago. That was 8 years ago. This is the first time you were addressing this incident. If you were truly, truly sorry, you would have addressed this back in 2016. But what you did do is that you paid the hotel that you stayed in with Cassie Ventura. You rented out the entire floor, so there was no guest on the floor with you. You beat her, physically assaulted her, tortured her, and then you paid the hotel staff to suppress the video and get a copy of it. And I firmly believe that this video that CNN, quote unquote, attained, which I don't believe they attained anything. I believe the FBI gave it to them. And they put this video out. This is the first of many that are going to be shown. You paid the hotel staff $50,000 to suppress this video. That is in the lawsuit that Cassie Ventura put out. So now we got to look at the entire timeline here of these events. The entire timeline. We have to go look at the entire timeline of how these things happen and why is Diddy now all of a sudden now he wants to talk about he's sorry. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this if you will. So November 16th, Diddy, Cassie filed a lawsuit. This was November 16th of 2023. It comes out. She has all these allegations. The next day, you settle with Cassie. The next day, never apologizes. Nothing. Doesn't take it. Just settles. All is well, right? All is well. All is well. And settled. Gave her an undisclosed amount. We don't know how much she got paid. I don't care how much she got paid. Hopefully it was enough for her. Hopefully it was enough for her. November 23rd comes around. 2 more women file lawsuits. This time, they file them in NYC because their statute of limitations is about to run out. The next day is going to be running out because New York had just passed a law that said for a whole year, they were opening it up. It was called the Adult Survivor Act. Didn't matter. You got 1 year to report whatever it is that happened to you. You got 1 year. And that year was about to expire the next day. And these 2 women filed lawsuits, said they got drugged and sexually assaulted back in the 1990s. Now, one was named, the other one remained nameless. November 28th of 2023, Diddy steps down as the CEO or the chairman of Revolt TV. Amidst all these abuse allegations, he steps down. Right? Then here comes December 6th. Another lawsuit, another woman from Michigan. This time she says that she was flown from Michigan, flew from Detroit to NYC, was in a studio, was drugged and sexually assaulted, and don't remember anything. She was there, but she was pretty much paralyzed, couldn't move, nothing. December 6th, Diddy himself decides that he's going to release a video. Not a video, but he's going to go on and come out and release a statement, right? He released these statements. And the first one, if I could pull it up here, we're going to go to his Instagram page. Let's go to Diddy's Instagram real quick. Let's go visit the man's Instagram page. Let's go to love, okay? We're going to go back to that day that he decided to release that statement. And we're going to read it. So this is him back on the same day as the third woman has come out and said from Michigan. She has come out and said that she was also assaulted. This is what you put, Diddy. Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Combs. That's you. So that's what Diddy put on December 6th. None of this stuff is true. Even though I settled with Cassie, none of this stuff is true. I ain't do none of this stuff. I didn't do anything. Everybody's looking for a payday. If y'all notice, comments are gone. Comment section is blocked. No comments. He got it blocked. You can't put no comments on it. So then, on February 26th, you get Lil Rod, the producer, who's been with you on the Love album, that produced majority of the Love album, comes out with his lawsuit. Not only is he alleging he didn't get paid, he's alleging a lot of other stuff has happened. And in his lawsuit, there are pictures and everything else. We find out allegedly that you got the male version of Olivia Pope, who's around here cleaning up all your stuff. We hear allegations of blowing up Kid Cudi's car. Allegation of drugging. Cuba Gooding Jr. gets inserted into this. He is out here preying on men. He's selling his own cases out of court because he's being accused of inappropriate conduct. You got Young Miami's cousin being accused of sexual assault, being in the house. We hear a different story about how this person got shot outside of a studio in Los Angeles. We're hearing in the lawsuit that this didn't happen outside, and this was the story that people got told to say when the cops came, but this man was actually physically assaulted and shot inside of the bathroom. This is what we're hearing. None of this stuff is true. According to Diddy, everybody's getting paid. Then here comes March the 25th, Day of Reckoning. Homes get raided. Homes get raided. On April 4th, one of your sons end up getting put into a lawsuit, alleging the same activity. Father see, son sees, father do. Son does what father does. Like father, like son. April 26th, you send a motion to dismiss the first case. Or the case in New York City, you want that case dismissed. Turn around on May 10th, you file another one, a motion to dismiss the case from the women in Michigan. Then your son decides that he wants to release a diss track at 50 Cent, where he tells the feds on the song that we got another house in Miami. Y'all raided, we own the one right next door too. Y'all raided the wrong house. You release another Instagram post during this same time period. While your son is out here telling the feds they raided the wrong house, you release this Instagram post. This one. Time tells truth. Time tells truth. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does time tell truth stand for? Oh, solid gives consent, right? They ain't got nothing on me. If they had something, they would have told y'all a long time ago. I told you, man. They just after me. Somebody's trying to take me down. They just want a payday. That's what they want. And then here comes Friday. And then here we come on Sunday with you releasing this apology. You only released this apology. The real reason why Diddy released this apology, it ain't because he actually is remorseful for his actions. He's a narcissist. He's not gonna find fault in himself. He's gonna try to make it seem like it was something. Oh, I was fucked up, man. I was on alcohol and drugs. Well, Lil Rod just said that y'all were doing a lot of stuff while he was with you, and that's recently. So when did you go to rehab? I'm going to therapy, man. That's the cop out. That's the cop out. That's the cop out. We all need therapy. As a community, black folks, we need therapy. Everybody needs therapy. Go, nigga. Go get help. You put this out for one reason and one reason only. You're trying to protect your brands. You're trying to protect your brands. You're trying to protect this money that you've been making. You're trying to protect all this stuff that these people have given you. There's a lot of people to blame for what's going on with Diddy. He ain't the only one. Every person that was around him while he witnessing this shit is also to blame because y'all enabled this shit since the 90s. Let's be clear. This has been going. These rumors about Diddy are not new. Just like the rumors about R. Kelly weren't new. Those rumors have been floating around the black folks in the spaces that we in, quote unquote, the black community, if you want to call it that. These have been floating around since the 90s. We've all heard these stories. Why is it now that because of video proof that everybody wants to be outraged when we should have been outraged? And these people who have been saying this stuff, when all these people who have been saying these things about him, why now? Why now? Why not? Because we needed to see him whooping Cassie's ass on video. That's what we needed. That's what everybody needed. All y'all needed that. Y'all needed to see it on video for you to say, "Wow, everything they said is true." All that talk about community, getting keys to the city, lifetime awards. I've been doing this for the black folks to give us equity. All that shit is a cop-out, man. And we have been giving these people, just like our politicians, black folks, we have been giving these entertainers a passes because we look up to them as some damn role models where they are nothing more than narcissistic shrews who are doing nothing but abusing people that look like them. We knew this man was a psychopath when Making the Band was out. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. What we doing here, man? Diddy is trying to protect his brands. He's trying to protect the money that he's got. People got invested in him. So Peloton just decided that they were going to discontinue playing this music on their riding series and workouts. But even Peloton is late in this because it shouldn't have taken a video for y'all to take the music down. Y'all should have took it down when he settled with Cassie. Should disassociate yourself then. I'm waiting for the rest of all these fashion houses and all these other brands. Where y'all at? What else do y'all need to see? Because like I said earlier, this ain't the first. This is one of many that's gonna come out. How much more y'all got to see before something happens? And we already know that he's not gonna be prosecuted because of this. At least not in LA County, because the district attorney has already came out and said that the statute of limitations had ran out. But my question is who had this video? How can somebody take $50,000, see what happened to Cassie, take $50K, and say, you know what? That ain't none of my business. How are we protecting women when somebody takes money and say, you know what, I ain't saying nothing. It ain't my business. Ain't my business. And what person in their right mind keeps a video this long? Who had it? That's what I want to know. Who had it? Like I said, there was a lot of people that enabled this behavior to continue for all these years because of prestige, closeness, connections, networks, money. That's what the root of all this comes around. Money, power. They're intrinsically tied together. The more money you have, the sense of power comes with it. You can buy your way. I can buy videos of me beating someone. I can buy videos of me drugging someone. I can buy videos of me assaulting, killing, murdering someone. I got enough money to make you take the fall for me. Well, Diddy, your career is over. Ain't no saving this one. There's no rehab for this. You weren't in your 20s. You weren't in your teens. This is recent. And you can do all this. I'm sorry. I take full accountability. You have no choice but to take full accountability. It was you. What else you gonna say? Well, that ain't me on the video. Of course, you gotta take accountability for this. And what's that accountability? What is the repercussions for you as you see it? Just I'm sorry. I'm going to counseling, going to rehab. It don't matter how many times you change your name, how many times you rebrand. Zebra still got the same stripes. You're a bad human. And I hope that whatever it is that happens to you, that y'all love running to God when things go wrong, when I run to God and say you prayed and all this. I hope there's no mercy. This was wrong on so many levels. And my heart and prayers go to Cassie. Hopefully that video wasn't triggering, and it probably was to have to see this video and you live this experience. And people are playing it over and over and over again. You got to consistently relive your trauma, because we all can talk about it, right? We're not the ones that's having to deal with this. She is. And for that lackluster apology without even acknowledging the person that you harmed, it was straight bullshit to me. And I'm glad people like Charlamagne the God, I'm glad other people are speaking out and calling it out. Because what your partner, Bishop T.D. Jakes, did was go up there in front of his church and cape for you. And we knew that was going to happen. Ain't no caping for this. Don't bring God in at the end. Stop letting these people play in our faces, black folks. Stop letting these people play in our faces. We're still at war, and a lot of things are going on internationally. The president of Iran and the prime minister died in a helicopter crash. So we're probably going to see some things about that. I'm pretty sure our government is going to be getting involved and seeing what's going on. And that region is already destabilized to all holy hell, and pretty sure some things are going to happen with that. So we got to watch out for those things, because even though those things are happening somewhere else, our government seems to be involved. And anytime our government is involved, our tax dollars are being spent to be funding these things. And we're seeing the cost of milk, gas, and chicken, and food, and fast food. A McDonald's meal is costing you $10 now. Who would have ever thought that a Happy Meal would be $8? That's where we at right now. If you got a family, you taking them out to McDonald's, you take your kids to McDonald's, that's a $50 meal. That used to be a date night at a nice restaurant. That's fast food now. We're being priced out, and our government is spending money to fund wars overseas and do regime changes. So we got to pay attention to these things, because the more they destabilize, the more money coming out of our pockets, and the more we're going to be inflated. And they can put whatever jobs reports out, and the economy is doing well. Is it? Is the economy doing well where you live at? Do you have more money in your pocket than you had in your pocket in years past, and you probably making more? Or are you still broke as hell? Gotta ask yourself those questions. WNBA season started, and teams are playing, and a lot of people are pissed. A lot of people are mad because Caitlin Clark isn't playing well, and they feel like the WNBA the players should just let her just shoot logo threes and don't touch her, because she's the WNBA cash cow, which is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. I never would have thought that I would see athletes and people online actually say that players should not be competitive no more and allow somebody to just dominate them and make them look bad for the sake of the greater good of the league because she's the cash cow. That is insane. That is insane. The WNBA is still unequal. Some teams are getting more perks. Games are being televised, even though she's getting blown out every night. There's other teams that are way better that are not getting the shine and the dignity. And I really believe that the WNBA, their leadership, top leadership, is missing the mark completely on this. They're missing the mark. Completely missing the mark on the marketing, the strategy, everything. Because they're chasing something that ain't there right now. The WNBA got a lot of good women playing basketball. And this league it's tough. It's the toughest women's league in the world. They're highly competitive. These are the best of the best. So just like she was the draft number one first round pick, a lot of these women, the other 143 women are first round picks too. So we're gonna keep watching it. We'll see how this viewership goes throughout the season. We'll see if the WNBA figures out that they also have black women playing that are dominant and they should be elevated, like Asia Wilson. She's an MVP of the league, one of the two best players in the W. I got her and Breonna Stewart as 1A and 1B. You could interchange them however you want. But they both got 2 titles, 2 MVPs. So I think the WNBA is missing the mark, and they're going to drop the ball, and they're going to be looking back on this time in a couple of years and say we screwed that up. This rollout is not going the way it's supposed to, and it looks bad. Hip hop is back. Oh my God, hip hop is back, and I'm so excited. I got to be honest with y'all. I had started hating rap music. I had started hating hip hop. The actual genre itself, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna listen to. Maybe I just listen to the people I listened to when I was growing up. That's about all I've been playing for at least the last 5 years. Every now and then I throw another one of the little albums in. There's a couple of new artists out. I like Gunna, different style. I like, but everything else out of these other rappers, nah. I just can't. I can't. I can't listen to it. I'm sorry. I've tried. It just don't resonate with me. So one album in particular came out this weekend, and I'm so excited because I think that she is probably the most lyrical female rapper out, and I don't think that it's even close. I really believe that she could hold it down for the industry because she's that lyrical. But she, to me, reminds me of she's a female version of Kendrick Lamar, where she's making bodies of work and art. She's not making BS. She's not making the bops over the radio. She's not making the summer jams, make everybody feel good and lull them to sleep and have you partying. She's a truth teller, storyteller. And Rhapsody's last album, new album, is by far, in my opinion, if she is not nominated for both the album of the year and the rap album of the year for this album, then somebody is doing her a complete disjustice. Because Rhapsody's album is absolutely fire. Fire. It is everything you want in hip hop. It is everything. And she's a great storyteller. You know what I'm saying? Please Don't Cry is, oh my God, man. Listen, Please Don't Cry. Well, first of all, let me start this thing, okay? Because Return of the B Girl, She Got Game, The Idea Beautiful, Layla's Wisdom, Eve, and now this one. I mean, Come on, man. She has a collection of just great music. And I just feel like it's time. It is time for her to get her due. It is time for the industry to stop BSing, stop giving us these Build-A-Bears that y'all want to plump up with BBLs and all this crap and keep twerking in front of us. All right. We see this. Your social media is flooded with a bunch of them. They can go pick them out. IG page loaded with them. Your search is loaded with them. That's all y'all keep trying to put in front of people. The same Build-A-Bears, Build-A-Bodies, what do you want to call them? That have zero talent, that are being force-fed down our throats with some of the weakest and the worst music that I've ever listened to. They're not talented. It's more so like sideshows to try to push something that is not. Ice Spice just released a last song, it flopped. People want to hear bars. They want to hear double entendres, triple entendres, the meaning behind the meaning. People want to be able to dissect what someone is saying. And if you listen to Rapsody's last album, you listen to this new album that she got right now, please don't cry. I'm telling you, you will be blessed with quality hip hop. Sonically, everything about this album is great. I love it. I absolutely love it. And my hope is that she's nominated for the Grammys and she wins Rap Album of the Year because she deserves it. This is the best album of the year in hip hop. If she go up against Album of the Year, you know she got some people to go up against. I get that. That crosses genres. I get that. But Rap Album of the Year, there's not another album right now that has come out that has touched this one. Now we still halfway through. We got other albums coming out. We hear that K-Dot may have one. Kendrick may have an album coming out. We heard Gunna's album came out. It's not touching this one though. It's a nice album. I like it. You can tell he's growing. It's got growth. It's not touching this one. It's not touching this one. This is a great body of work that Rapsody put out. So go listen to it. Let's get the numbers up, man. Let's stream. Let's get the numbers up. She deserves it. You know what I'm saying? And if you like hip hop, you're gonna love Rapsody's album. So, but that's my time for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Like I said earlier, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell for you get the notifications. Help me grow this channel. I promise I'm gonna bring content. I'm gonna start posting more videos because I really want to grow this channel and I want to continue to podcast like this. So thank you all for tuning in. God bless you, and let's keep it culture.